Welcome back.
Hello.
What are we? Tattoo Talk with Cat and Cat.
We are Tattoo Talk
That's
with Cat
us.
and Cat.
We come to you today with facts.
Factoids.
Cat is very good with the education. And I feel like that went really well the last podcast. Was that the last podcast? 2 podcasts ago? When we talked about a lot of I know that I think that I'm funny, but it doesn't land, which is fine. But it's nice to have more serious fact-based podcasts. I like this. This looks comfy.
It's nice.
That's nice. So yeah, we're talking about tattoos, their meanings basically behind it, and a little bit of the history. So
Yeah, symbolism,
yeah,
I guess.
I will see how many we get through, but I researched a bit about Greek mythology, and then what did you? I know you did like 3.
Traditional tattoos. Symbolic meanings in oh god.
Incarceration.
Yeah,
tattoos?
incarceration. So like
Jail
yeah,
tats?
prison and gang symbolism as well as symbols and meanings in the LGBTQIA plus community.
Nice.
Europe.
Do you want to get us rolling? Do you want me to attempt to do Greek mythology and have my big brain turned on?
Turn your brain on.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Turns out the Greeks are fucked. No. Greek mythology, though, is interesting.
Yeah.
There is a lot more than I realized. Like, I knew, like, the basis of it because it's obviously super popular to get, Zeus and Apollo and those boys tattooed on you. Which, hey, I think that you should still do that if you want to. There's ways to interpret the myths that doesn't look great against them.
Please tell me who you started with.
Zeus.
Well, we're going to talk about Zeus's boys right off the hop. Okay.
So
gimme.
I have it as Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades basically shared power. So like Zeus had the sky, and then Apollo had the waters, and then Hades had the What's that,
Poseidon.
Riley?
Poseidon had the waters.
What did I say?
You said Apollo.
Apollo Creed. Okay, yeah, no, I fucked that up. Okay, Zeus got the sky, Poseidon had the seas, and Hades had the dead, basically.
The underworld, yeah.
Yeah, the underworld. Zeus, king of the gods. So symbolism, a lot what I see in tattooing, it's like the thunderbolt, eagle, lightning, a lot of depiction of lightning I use in filler all the time.
Yeah.
See him up in the clouds. Zeus was married to his sister, Hera?
Yeah.
Hera? That woman. They had children. Ares, the god of war. Habib, I'm not pronouncing that right, goddess of youth. These names, Lithria, Lithra, goddess of birth. Oh. And then he had a lot of affairs and then had a bunch of other kids.
I mean, you would have affairs if you were married to your sister, too.
Yeah. Yeah. And you think of like Game of Thrones, they be fucking their families.
I couldn't
'Twas the season, I guess.
watch that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I understand that Zeus looks cool and statues translate really well into tattooing. And he has he is symbolizing strength and a lot of other things that people want to get to represent him. But I think there's like a lot of backstory that people don't realize. So a bunch of his other kids, Apollo, who is the god of music, dance, light, and poetry. And then I wrote gay question mark. Because like, I feel like maybe a little. So much gay. I love it. And it's like, it wasn't taught. It didn't matter. It was like, you have a little side fuck and it's like, cool. Like everyone did it. And I think that that's how it should be. I feel like there shouldn't be so much tension drawn to it. People shouldn't give a fuck what other people are doing. I think that every man should have a fight and a fuck on a Sunday afternoon. Athena, goddess of wisdom. Hercules, god of strength. Aphrodite, goddess of love, beauty, and passion. Perseus, which is The statue of the guy that's holding the decapitated head of Medusa is a really common tattoo that is done. However, in the past couple years, I don't turn it down, but we try and educate and make sure people understand the story of Medusa, which we'll get into in a bit, because that is kind of taking on a new symbolism within tattooing.
Yeah.
Perseus. So I thought that Perseus was the one that assaulted Medusa, and I was wrong. It wasn't. He was the one that was put on this big quest, and it was actually like out of love because he wanted to marry this chick that he was in love with, and then like they made him go and get the head of Medusa in order to, and he had to bring that back as a token in order to marry the woman that he wanted to marry. So she was a sea monster. And then, so he was given winged sandals so he could fly, the Hades helmet of darkness that made him invisible, and a shield, a sword, and a satchel to put the head of Medusa into, in order to go on this, in quotations, courageous feat, which that's how it's worded. Yeah. However, Medusa has become a symbol for sexual assault survivors, which is why it's controversial. So Medusa originally was thought to be a monster. However, she was lusted after by men. Medusa was a virgin when she was assaulted. And she was assaulted by Poseidon, which is
God of the sea.
god of the sea, and he's tattooed a lot. I've tattooed him on people multiple times. So it's kind of one of those things where like if you're listening to this and you have him tattooed, like we're not saying you have to get laser removal, but it's just like this is one of the tales of a myth. But because of the storyline behind it and Medusa's journey through, she then gets like cursed, and it's a whole thing that I'll read, but a lot of people resonate with her story having survived sexual assault. And so now it's a symbol of those survivors are getting Medusa tattoos. So if you get tattooed with someone who there's a story that he assaulted her, it's just a little bit uncomfy,
Yeah.
right? When did you first hear about that being a symbolism for those survivors? Like a year ago? That's when I first heard about
It's
it.
been like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't even...
It's just like with anything else where it gains traction online
Right.
and then the information just comes forward. So like there's been talks about like, why do you want this depiction of Perseus holding Medusa's head? Do you understand why? Do you understand the journey of like how he got to that place?
Yeah.
And why she was being persecuted?
Yeah.
Because it is triggering for women who have experienced sexual assault.
Yeah.
Imagine like meeting someone and then going to like sleep with them and they've got Perseus holding Medusa and you're like, fuck, what kind of person are you, right?
Yes.
Like
it, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good to have these conversations and educate people because a lot of people wouldn't know about that.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know.
oh, yeah, it looks fucking sick. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it
It's a
looks
trendy
great.
tattoo.
It's trending, but there is like, there is a weight of the history behind it, and it's nice for people to like understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, so she was... It was Athena who was in love with Poseidon that gave her the curse, right? Yeah, which made her, because she was very envious of like her beautiful hair, and then she cursed her because she found out that she had slept with Poseidon, which she was actually raped by him, so that's a bit fucked. But then, so she cursed her and basically made it so that she was like sworn off to this island, and if anyone went there, like she would turn them into stone, and so she was made out to be this like evil creature.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a definitely representation of Medusa in that regard too. For a long time, people thought that she was like this awful creature, but she was actually awful because something that was not in her control at all. She was cursed to do that, and it was because of trauma that she went through, which I think is kind of symbolism for a lot of how today goes on. Like we go through things in life which are very traumatic, which weren't of our own cognizant, like we didn't choose to have these things happen to us, and you're dealing with it, and you know sides of you come out like it's, you know, it's a trauma response, and then yet you get, you know, judged for it, or It's yeah, it's heavy. It's a heavy.
Heavy subject matter for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, Poseidon, god of horses, created earthquakes. Sailors would have him pray for good weather because he like yeah controlled the seas and everything. A lot of depiction in tattooing, you'll see like storms and ships being kind of crashed and going through heavy weather. Hades, who's the oldest brother of the three, god of the underworld spirits, him and his wife were considered gods of fertility, which is kind of cool. Fertility goddess. Who's the other fertility goddess from Egypt? She's got like the head, big head crown thing. Oh my god, who am I thinking of? And yeah. Sorry, not in Greek mythology. I'm pretty sure she's Egyptian.
In Egyptian myth, Nefertiti?
Yeah, what's that name? Nefertiti?
Nefertiti?
Yeah, her. Isn't she like the OG fertility goddess? I don't know.
And yeah, in all lore.
There's so much. I am the farthest thing from a nerd. Not that you're a nerd if you know this stuff, but like it's not my realm. I tried, guys. I have it printed. I took fucking notes. And it's coming off very dry. I'm so sorry. Many sculptures dating before Christ to modern day give us vast variety of high contrast imagery that translates into black and gray tattooing very well. So I was kind of looking at, I got switched over into Roman mythology because the birth of Venus is interpreted, but it's actually, who is it actually of? Of Venus, but she's Roman. Oh, but Aphrodite. So they kind of steal that image for Aphrodite. So I thought that it was Greek mythology, that painting. That's like, who did it?
Botticelli.
Botticelli from 1486. That's so long ago.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a massive painting too.
Holy fuck. Yeah. How there's a lot of like overlapping in Roman and Greek mythology and any sort of historical mythology things.
They're insane. Yeah.
That is me wrapping up Greek mythology.
That's you wrapping it up?
Yeah, I'm sure there's so much more to talk about, but
There's so much lore that you can research and everyone has their own interpretation. But people just don't do the research. It's the same thing with us being like, research your tattooer, research the imagery you're getting tattooed on your body. It's like,
yeah.
Yeah. Even with traditional stuff, it's like getting traditional tattoos is an homage to like a simpler time. But also like, I don't know, like when I even get questioned about my spider webs and stuff like that, people are like, "Oh, how many years did you spend in jail?" I'm
Right.
like, yeah, one link for every year, you know?
Yeah, it's such a classic.
So much time behind bars.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go into traditional then. So like American traditional, their nautical tattoos symbolize like their seafaring journeys and life at sea. So most commonly there's like the swallows, your red and blue and yellow birds. So sailors would get swallows for every 5,000 nautical miles that they journeyed.
Oh, cool.
So that's neat. And then there's also like the idea of your like return or migration with the birds. And then your anchors always, the anchor keeps you grounded.
Yeah.
So basically stability and a strong foundation. And then your ships are usually represent a challenging journey or a voyage into the unknown, which is always neat. Especially, your clipper ship. I love them. Hula girls were also a big one, and those were tattooed on sailors that traveled to Hawaii. Back to anchors, like crossed anchors, would mark the symbolism of a boatswain. So what's the best way to explain a boatswain? Like a petty officer on
Okay.
a ship. We talked about the pig and rooster in one of our episodes.
Yeah.
Bring that one back. The pig and rooster prevents a sailor from drowning.
Mm.
So it was like cock on the
Cockware.
cock on the knee, safety at sea.
Okay, we can put it there.
No, cock on the right. Fuck, I see. I'm not gonna remember
Sailor's
it.
Delight.
No, that's pink sky at night.
Well, we can make it whatever we want.
And then your ropes indicate your rank as a deckhand.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And then I was talking to you about it the other day, like hold fast across the knuckles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is for a good grip and rigging. So it's like your rigging hands had hold fast. And then crossed cannons signified like military and naval service.
Okay.
And then shellback turtles were awarded after you cross the equator. Yeah, fun. Nautical stars, so you can always find your way home. Sharks are a huge representation of standing your ground. And then back to the nautical stars, there's the 8-point nautical star, and it has representation of the design of the San Juan Cross. So you've got your nautical star plus an additional 3 points. And yeah, basically it's and then your compass was your connection to your sea and navigating troubled waters. So that's the nautical stuff that I could find. And then in just basic old American traditional, the roots are generally with like deep love, pride for your country and its values. So your American eagles represent your like independence and strength. America. Same with the flag, your pride and love for your one's country. And then traditional roses are usually depicted with thorns. So there's like that balance between beauty and pain.
Every rose has its thorn.
Okay.
You know? You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For serenading me.
I just noticed it says 222 on your belt. That's sick. Do you have angel numbers that you gravitate towards?
111
Yeah.
444 555.
Cool.
Yeah. Serpents. They can represent one of two things: your danger or protection. So they're a symbol of transformation as well as rebirth because of like the shedding aspect.
Okay.
Skulls. In traditional work, they were like a commitment to your dying day.
Whoa. It's fucking heavy.
Yeah, so it's basically just like getting a wraps on your mortality as well as like a stark reminder of just your existence.
Do you ever just like sit home alone and think about how you're gonna die one day and then you panic? No, you're probably like, I can't fucking wait.
Can't fucking wait.
Yeah. Do you not have that? No? You think about like how like life just like goes on. And it's
Literally.
like, what the fuck happens? You know?
Oh God, I don't know.
Okay, back to ropes and
Back to ropes. Where was I? Hearts, obviously, love, passion,
Yeah.
but also sorrow. And then pinups were to encapsulate beauty and femininity, romance and desire. So like when sailors and stuff would get pinups tattooed, it would be like to resemble the lady
Ooh,
that they
of
left back
the-
home or ones that they hooked up with overseas, you know? Beauties they left behind.
the one that got away.
The one that got away.
You know?
And I know this isn't a term we use anymore, but there's traditional, the gypsy ladies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they were depicted after Romany women. So they were like representative of their culture and travel and nomadism and basically like sailors and men of the time got gypsy women tattooed on them because it romanticized the idea of free living. Yeah.
Cool.
Lions, bravery,
Yeah.
powerful character. Same with the panther. It's like tough exterior, powerless, fertility,
Yeah, yeah,
virility,
yeah, yeah. One of
virility.
them.
And then dragons were like wisdom, freedom, and strength. And then I wrote down for like luck and fortune, there's like clovers, ladybugs, horseshoes, and dice.
Oh, I didn't know Ladybug. Okay, that's cool.
Daggers generally represent a betrayal or experiencing a loss. With other imagery, it's used to like juxtapose the good and bad encounters of life. So instead of just a dagger on its own, like a dagger striking something,
Okay.
would be like the good and the bad kind of thing. Butterflies, as we all know, is generally like transformation and reinvention. The Gorleys love reinventing themselves with a butterfly tattoo. All hot bitches
I
with
was
butterfly tattoos.
gonna say, do you have a butterfly tattoo? You have moths. You don't have a
I have
butterfly
moths.
though. Do you have a butterfly tattoo? You do.
I do have a butterfly tattoo.
Oh, cat. Yeah, you do.
I got a butterfly tattoo this year. Yeah.
Nice.
Do you have a butterfly? You do. You have a butterfly.
I don't think I do.
Oh.
What? What, Riley? What, you want the mic?
No, I don't. So wolves. I
Okay.
liked this one. It's no man left behind. So it represents like a pack mentality and being protective of your loved ones.
That's cool. What?
Did
Riley?
you say I'm a man? Oh my god.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh yeah.
Oh, alpha male. I didn't hear the
men will
alpha
get
part.
a wolf and be like, "Cause I'm the alpha." It's like,
Nice.
bitch, they're a pack animal. Like, get it to represent what it means.
Or you also have a lifted truck and work at the steel plant and you're gonna speed your tires while you drive out of the parking lot? No.
Oh, she coming for blood.
No. Listen. I'm gonna say my clientele is 70% men, and I'm gonna say half of those work at the steel plant. Most of them are fucking lovely. Like, I love my clients. There's the. Oh, I guess I'm not working anymore.
As I said to Riley, I walked over to
700?
700
Didn't they like
layoffs, yes.
spill shit into the river or something too? What happened?
coke ovens are down, and there was some sort of spill in the river last week, so
Oh
there's
my
been massive
God.
layoffs. Sorry.
Ooh, that's brutal.
That
But
sucks.
anyways, yeah, I'm not talking about my
It's
clients
gonna
in
affect
particular.
us.
But there's definitely been like the odd person in here where I'm like, we get it, you have a small dick, like you're fine, fucking chill. Anyways, that was a sidebar I had for you.
Sidebar off of a wolf tattoo.
I don't know what's going on today.
Wolves. Owls represents an observer, reflects on those who are wise and people who absorb information. Tigers are untamable. Ooh. Yeah, tigers are untamable, passionate, and a free spirit. And then I wrote down...
You
Man,
are unhinged
are you okay,
today.
Riley's just cackling behind the camera
What?
today? Like, she's
What?
not well.
What?
What sound does a moose make?
You want to growl into the mic?
Freaking nuts.
I'll tattoo any of those anytime, though.
Unhinged. Unhinged
sure.
today. More traditional shit. The number 13. So it was infamous for being super, like a superstitious number and unlucky, but it's been reclaimed in tattooing as a lucky number. So it's like a face your fears. And also like sealing away bad luck.
Oh, okay. That's cool. But they still don't have 13 floors in some hotels. So I'm like, but you do
Hotels,
know
building.
the 14th floor is actually
No,
the
they
13th
generally do
floor.
like, they'll do the 13th floor, but it'll just be like electrical.
Some of them.
Some of them.
Some of them. Yeah. Dum-dum.
And then lastly for traditional, I did, oh my God, Riley.
Please do not cut that out. Please do not cut that out.
So good. Mermaids, and it was like an ode to the sea and women of
Yeah.
the sea, and then freedom and independence.
Beauties.
Traditional tattooing has been taken over by queer culture, and I like that. Yeah, I think so. So symbols and meanings have been skewed to kind of...
Historically, there's symbols that the queer culture would have tattooed on them as so that the other person would know. Like even like the ear piercing, like it was a way of self-expression because you weren't able to verbalize it.
Yeah, yeah, just tiny little nods to your community.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wrote like but I had mentioned before, like nautical stars in the 1940s, women would get it on their inner wrist. You know, that was a thing. And then I remember when I first like came out and started going to bars and stuff down south, like that's how you spotted a lesbian because they all had fucking nautical star tattoos. And I'm like,
Really? I thought it was the eyebrow ring. I thought that was the.
the eyebrow ring is like,
Come on, that's a certain type of lesbian.
that is a certain type of lesbian. On to the next one. Aces, like playing cards, is for like the ace spec and arrow community.
Oh, cool.
Same with spectacles, like a set of glasses.
Okay.
Specs, a spec.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I know that.
I have spectacles on my car.
Nice.
And then there's like the double Venus for women loving women, double Mars for gay men. Green carnations.
Okay.
They used to be pinned on your clothing to identify a gay man. So now they're getting green carnations tattooed.
Cute.
Labris, so it's a double-headed axe, is another one for gay men, I believe. Nope, that one's lesbian empowerment. My bad. That one's lesbian empowerment. And then the lambda, so it's like the Greek letter symbol, is a lesbian and gay rights symbol.
Okay.
Pink triangles inverted, so vagine. It was used in concentration camps. Oh my god!
Oh,
in
wow.
World War II, to identify gays, but it was reclaimed in the 1980s by AIDS activists, and now
Okay.
people are getting inverted pink triangles as a lovely little nod. Trillium flowers for bisexuality. Lilies, violets, and lavender. Yeah, are lesbian symbols. Because like Sappho was always depicted with like garlands of violets, she and her lover.
Okay.
So like violets are, if you want just violets, I'm going to assume you're gay if you don't say it's a birth
Sure.
flower, you know?
Yeah, great.
Butterflies, same thing, transformation and metamorphosis. So that can be along the whole scale of LGBTQIA+. But then there's also like the gynandromorph. It's half male, half female species.
Okay.
So they've been finding like butterflies, moths, different species of birds, snakes, and stuff like that where their colors are split.
Oh, that's
Yeah. So that's like,
wow.
I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Same with the Black Lotus is another one. So it's like, I would say that's an all-around queer representation, because the Black Lotus has an ability to grow and thrive in difficult and restrictive.
Okay. Quite symbolic.
Difficult and restrictive what? I don't remember. Environments. That's the word. Environments. So yeah, an all-around queer symbol. Literally, I wrote Gen Z giveaways for like queer tattoos, rainbow anything.
For sure. When we do our Pride Days.
We do
it's
our Pride
always-
Days, literally anything rainbow coated.
Yeah.
Frogs, mushrooms, fairies.
Oh, yeah. Sang a special.
A Senga special for sure. And then bear paws for the bear community.
Cute. Oh.
Yeah. 2 dots represents like your masculine and feminine energy.
Okay.
But it can also, I looked it up further and it has something to do with like navigating yourself and reclaiming your body. So I would say that's a trans symbol as well. And then, yeah, it's like a symbol against mainstream society. And then I was trying to find a butch symbol, but I couldn't really, but it's like a black inverted triangle
Okay.
with a red circle.
I quit.
It's not your fault. I'm not mad at you. Don't yell at me. I can't be yelled at. Fuck. I have to talk about prison shit again. Oh god. Okay, so for context, we just lost everything we recorded. Oh, 5150.
Okay.
That's going to be me having a mental health crisis and a 72-hour psych hold.
I could go off about psych holds because they don't fucking do them. They literally, you'll be like offing your shit and then they let you go the next
I know, but
hour.
In
Yeah.
the jail?
Oh no, I'm talking about
Yeah,
outside
this we're
jail.
talking
Yeah,
about.
they don't let you go to jail. No.
Prison and gang symbolism. If
Okay,
you fuck
I'm
up,
off. I'm not.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not talking about our shitty hospital system. I am talking about
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
right on. 5150. Somebody who has had a mental health crisis or needs a 72-hour psych hold. I swear to God. 3 dots. Me Vida Loca.
So up here, which is just your anchor. There's a lot of 3 dots. You're ready.
Past, present, future. Past, present, future. Past, present. My crazy life, bitch. Yeah, Mi Vida Loca is my crazy life, and it. I swear to God, if this recording stops again while I'm hammering through these really quickly, Mi Vida Loca, 1, 2, 3 dots under the eyes, on the hands, used to represent a struggle. Oh God, I'm gonna have to talk about this again. Nazi symbolism, 1488. The 14. Yeah, lots of numbers. 1488. The 14 represents a bunch of bullshit some pseudo-Nazi piece of shit said in a sentence, his 14 words. I'm not going to say them. /88. H is the 8th letter of the fucking alphabet. HH. Hitler. Fuck him. Okay. Cobwebs. Represent a lengthy prison term. Associated with spiders trapping prey, as well as being trapped behind bars. What did I say? It's not this elbow, is it?
No. Riley looks distressed.
I've done my time. No, yeah. I'm joking that I did my time in my body for 35 years, and that's enough.
You've never been to jail?
I have never been to jail.
Okay. Riley?
They fucking wish. Teardrop tattoos, so varies geographically. Represents a lengthy sentence in jail, a murder, losing someone to murder, and seeking revenge.
Very different things.
Got to ask a guy. You see a teardrop, be like, you
I
kill
need
somebody?
clarification.
Maybe not. One of 4 different things.
Okay.
I mentioned the 5-point crown really quickly. It's the Latin King's gang.
Okay.
Yeah. 5 dots. So it looks like the face of a dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4 walls. Prisoner within. Boom. A clock with no hands represents doing long, hard time. Because you never know when your time's going to end.
Yeah.
Because jail time, have you ever done the math on jail time? When they're like, you're being sentenced to 25 years less 14 plus 7 for good behavior.
It doesn't. And then
It makes no sense. So I think that the clock with no hands makes sense.
your time before counts as time and a half.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's very. Anthony's trying to explain it to me. I still don't get it. Just don't get in trouble.
Don't get in trouble because
Or call your lawyer.
jail math makes no sense.
Yeah.
Jail time?
Yeah.
So the letters AB is the Aryan Brotherhood. Other Nazi bullshit would be your SS bolts, your lightning bolts.
Yikes.
The numbers 14 or the letter N bring back to like Hispanic gangs in California. Same with just the letter M or La M is the Mexican mafia. And they're also tied to the Aryan Brotherhood. So you get your MS-13 and your number 13. And that's also El Salvador gang symbolism. Playing cards. You view life as a gamble or have a history with gambling and gambling crime. Fucking stare at me like that again.
Right.
Yeah.
Riley just has this blank stare on their face and goes, "Do you want to get a burger after this?"
Yes. I always want a burger.
Wait, stock. What are we talking? What kind of stock burger? Can we go sit at stock burger? Like sit in? You know, sometimes when you let's talk about this. You know, like, you don't want to like wait till you get home, but like eating it there just hits different,
Yeah.
right? Like I don't think I've ever actually been into a McDonald's and sat down and ate, but like there's something about it being fresh as opposed to
10 minutes in the car.
or when you get it on like Skip, it's just never the same.
No.
Stock. Okay.
Burger. Where did I leave off? Oh, playing
ACAB.
cards.
Oh, no.
ACAB. No, I'm getting to ACAB. Chill.
Canceled.
The letters EWMNN. So EWMN. Evil, wicked, mean, nasty. Me. Basically your general inmate disposition tattooed across your nucky nucks.
They're not nice in there?
No, they're so
Why?
mean and nasty. There you go. ACAB speaks
I
for
like-
itself.
I thought that we're talking about the inmates aren't nice in there.
That's what it means. Inmates also not nice. Correctional officers, well, not nice.
I know people who've been to jail. They're nice.
To you. To you.
Okay.
I'm on ACAB right now.
I have clients who are cops and I really like them.
I'm still gonna explain what ACAB means.
I know.
All cops
No.
are bastardos.
You're gonna oink back there, Riley, or we're gonna leave that? Some of them fucking suck. Yo, I just did something. Did it fucking turn off again? I'm literally gonna... Okay, sorry.
No justice,
having-
no peace. Abolish the police.
No. No, this is not a political podcast.
I'm just chanting.
No, I understand where this works. Yes. Yes. Okay, I get where it comes from. Bring superheroes back?
Make superheroes great again.
We're gonna have to do elections and get superheroes.
Oh God.
What kind
Next
of
one.
what kind of superhero would you be?
I want the ability to fly.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need to fly. She wants to
Ryan
be
wants to be
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I wanted to be Spider-Man for so long, but I mean, like, that not working
Like
would fucking
Catwoman.
suck.
What does Catwoman do?
Tobey Maguire, the OG. Man, can I continue?
Yes. Yes, you may.
Reapers represent the angel of death. Are you going to make fun of me again for this recording when I talk about what an epaulette is?
I didn't know what it was. Riley didn't know what it was either. What is it? Cat?
It's just a shoulder piece. It's like insignia. It's usually on like a captain's collar. It is a military thing. It has tassels and dangly shit. Yeah, well, whatever. It signifies criminal accomplishments. I'll fight someone today.
Okay.
Let us continue. Birds on the horizon.
Oh, okay, we're at new content now.
No, not on new content.
Yeah, we cut off last time.
Oh, we did cut off on this case. Seriously, we lost our content literally seconds after recording it. Anyways, I was born free and should be free.
You are free. We got another burp from Riley.
Dang, she gassy.
These are great.
Barbed wire represents life sentence without parole. Do you know?
Really?
Yeah. Do you know how much barbed wire I have on me?
Oh, you're fucked.
You can do barbed wire across
That
your
would-
knuckles.
that
You
would
are
look-
serving. You are serving
Yeah.
a life sentence in your flesh
razor.
suit. Mental illness.
Yeah, we all have
Mental illness in it. Wow. Bit sad in it. Okay, cats. Cats tattooed on your body. God.
Oh, are you gonna make the noises of the animals?
Meow. Represent thievery.
Cats are thieves?
Cats are thieves. Sneaky little fuckers.
Do they steal shit? Does Ansel steal stuff?
He's a thief. He's a thief and a murderer.
A food thief for sure.
He's a thief and a murderer.
Okay.
Boot soles.
What about boot soles?
Not like bootlickers, but like it's a neo-Nazi skinhead symbol.
Oh my god. People get okay. All right.
There's also like a knight with like he's got a shield and it has AB on it. It's the Aryan Brotherhood knight. He fucking sucks. And there's also a dragon that's represented that also has something to do with the Aryan Brother knight, and the dragon is like attacking a prison. Neo-Nazis are all over prisons.
Yeah, there is a lot of like it's all segregated by ethnicity as well. Prison. It's very scary.
Your
Yeah.
clown faces and masks are the whole laugh now, cry later, play now, pay later.
Play now, pay later. That's
Yeah.
one way to live your life.
Right?
Oof,
Yeah.
rough.
1%
Yeah.
outlaw biker gang
Yeah.
members. 777, I hate to tell you girlies. Angel numbers are also white supremacy.
What?
Yeah, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
That's not Father, Son, the Holy Spirit is from Catholicism.
It is linked to white supremacy.
What? What? Gross.
Yeah. KKK, religious.
Yeah, I know. We're also a cult. Like, it's fine. But, like, it's. They're taking content from biblical.
Because
Okay, sorry. I'm.
777.
I don't agree with that. I don't claim that.
We have the means not to agree with it, but it's been a thing since before
fucked.
our existence on this lovely earth.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
And then I wrote a list of things. So you've got your praying hands, your cross, your reaper, your devil, your naked lady, your dagger, your thug life, guns, tigers, and Jesus.
Oh my.
All have ties to theft, assault and battery, drug crimes, weapons offenses, murder, and robbery.
I have some of those tattooed on me.
Yeah, it's dependent on how they're depicted.
Fucking badass.
And yeah. Murder.
Murder. Cold-blooded murder.
That was 8 pages. Thank you.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
I could have fit more in there, and I could have gone down a rabbit hole because there's so much stuff between like your Mexican mafia and your Aryan brother shit and your California gangs, and I didn't even want to delve into Canadian prison symbolism because that's got to be whack. This has got to be whack. You can't.
Probably similar, no?
Well, obviously derived from because of their systems are so much larger and like
The 8 ball is cocaine, no? Or is that different?
yeah, I explained it already.
Were you not here?
No,
We
she-
literally talked about it twice now. Riley, where'd you go?
Long hard time, baby.
Cats. Heavy, you know.
I've done a 35-year sentence on planet Earth.
Wait. How many years is it? Let's count. How many webs do you have? How many rings are we
I
talking?
don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4. What did you do?
You'll never know.
If you were gonna go to prison, what would it be for? What do you
Murder,
think?
absolutely.
Murder? For just right to it. Murder.
If I'm going to do the time, it's going to be
Murdering yourself.
you can't go to prison for killing yourself.
Well, next life I'm gonna be so mad.
Yeah,
Fucking.
that's your hell. That's your hell sentence if hell's a real thing. What was that conversation we had? What song? What album plays on a loop, or what discography plays on a loop for your prison
who was
time?
Jenny was asking that? What album would you choose to listen to on repeat in hell? I thought it was a specific album.
It's
oh,
like
it's an
their
artist.
discography. Like you're stuck with one artist
Okay.
until the end of eternity in your hell sentence.
Okay. And
Mine is obviously Alexis on Fire. That's 20 years.
yeah, because there's so much content.
I listen to it every day anyways,
Yeah.
no matter what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
So,
What was your answer?
hers was the 1975.
Taylor Swift?
Paramore. Oh, that would be a good one. Yeah. Because I was talking about the author I really like, Chuck Palahniuk. He has a book called Damned, and it's this girl who ends up in hell, and she's talking about how every single day on a loop the movie The English Patient just plays. And it's like
Oh.
the most like head nodding, like unnecessarily long film with next to no premise, just playing on a loop. Imagine like the worst thing you can imagine,
No.
just on loop for eternity.
No.
I imagine that would be prison.
What's your favorite movie?
Of all time,
You can pick 3.
Hook.
Captain?
Yeah, like Hook. Like the Robin Williams
Oh,
Hook.
Robin Williams makes me cry. He's so talented. Him and Good Will Hunting. Oh,
Hook. But I'm a cheerleader.
I watched it for the first time recently, right? With you guys. Yeah, that was good. It's hard. I know.
Like what I could watch over and over and over and over
Not
again.
necessarily just your favorite 3 movies. Isn't that the
Gia? Yeah, Gia.
Who's Gia? I haven't even seen this.
It's about the life of Gia Marie Karanji.
Oh,
She was a model.
oh,
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it.
I don't know. I have like a very obscure list of movies. Like Choke is another one that's in my top 5.
Never seen it.
It's a Chuck Palahniuk one.
Oh, okay. Let's do movie night.
Fight Club.
Fight Club is good.
Another one that's Chuck Palahniuk
Fight Club
as well.
is fucking crazy. Moulin Rouge. Those are your 3. There you go. There, nice.
I would put Moulin Rouge in my top 10.
Never seen it.
Romeo and Juliet. Ha!
One of Bree's favorite movies? Okay. Oh, is it a theater one?
It's so good.
Musical? I'll give it a go. All right.
That's a Lerman film. No? Yeah.
Yeah. Riley says it's beautiful, so
Yeah.
at home you should watch
Baz
it.
Luhrmann. That's the same as Romeo and Juliet is also a Baz Luhrmann film.
Okay.
What are your top 3 films?
Whiplash for sure. It's one of like the most inspirational films I've ever seen. I fucking love it. Yeah.
What one is that?
So this guy, he's a drummer, and then he goes to the school that's basically like the equivalent of Juilliard, but for music, for instrument. And it's like just goes through the different styles of teaching and how to really inspire someone. And he gets discouraged and he ends up dropping out. And like there's like this whole scene, like this whole play with him and his role model, his teacher. But it's basically just showing that like if you like, they say that like one of the worst things that you can tell someone who's a creative is like good job. You know, like you want to be beaten down so that you go home and you're mad and you fucking practice the shit. Like your hands are bleeding. You're practicing so hard because you want to prove yourself and you want to keep growing and you want to be one of the greats.
Yeah.
So it's like, it shows a different perspective of kind of like the hustle of becoming something that you really are passionate about. And like it's just a really beautiful, really beautiful movie.
I've never watched it. I'm going to add that to my list right now.
It's so good.
We've got
It's so
Whiplash.
good.
What's
Miles
your next
Teller.
2?
So good. So my next one would be because of my childhood, and it's like my favorite childhood movie would be Matilda.
Oh, I just watched that like 2 nights ago.
It's so good. I really like Matilda. And then Tommy Boy. Chris Farley.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Chris
haven't
Farley's
seen that since I was a kid.
my favorite comedian. I used to watch it all the time in like my adolescent like years. Reminds me of my brother a lot. Like, yeah. I really like it. It's just like my kind of stupid humor and like silly, and you know, I wouldn't stand on a hill and be like it's the best movie ever, but like, for me, I like it.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
Whiplash, I would definitely stand behind. It's great.
Nice.
It is subjective, but I think there's a difference between like I like this because it's something that's nostalgic and it means something to me, as opposed to like, no, I'm going to argue that this is a good movie and this is why, you know? So, right.
Yeah. I just thought like The Big Lebowski,
Oh, The Big Lebowski is so good.
Requiem for a Dream.
Requiem for a Dream is creepy. I don't think I could watch that again. It
I've
really
watched
brings
it
me to tears. Like it's
hundreds
very
of times.
when he gets his arm fucking cut off. Don't they have to they amputate his arm because he gets the blood infection.
Yes.
It's in like the baby dies. Like
It was fucked.
it's fucking so. I have so much trauma around drugs to begin
yeah.
with, and it's just like it just like fucking is so. My precious boy.
Ooh. I just thought of Virgin Suicides as well.
I've seen that.
So good. You would not like it. You would not like
Yeah.
it, but I just want to
Kirsten Dunst. That's-
pop your head in the oven.
I haven't. Ooh. Oh, wow. 5 sisters. They all kill themselves. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I have a hard time watching that kind of stuff. But My Precious Boy, which was with in what? The guy that plays Michael Scott, Steve Carell, thank you. And it was like one of his more like first serious roles. Who plays the son? What?
Timothy Chalamet. What is
Timothy
this called?
Chalamet. I'm talking over you just because people can't hear you, so people understand what you're saying. Just so you know.
What is this movie?
So this is Precious Boy, My Precious Boy, or Precious Beautiful Boy. Fuck, sorry, Beautiful Boy. That whole time, Beautiful Boy, my Beautiful Boy, and it like is. It actually has a decent ending, but it just shows like the struggle from like the family perspective of addiction. Mm-hmm. And his son is addicted to methamphetamines, and it's like it gets to the point where he like literally he smokes meth himself because he can't figure out why his son is so addicted. And it's like it just shows like the absolute strain and helplessness and that desperation of families and loved ones of those who like struggle with addiction. And it's like it's a really good movie.
That's heavy.
It's newer, not
watch
new,
that.
but like past 10 years. Yeah, I think you'd like it. Maybe don't watch that one alone. It's heavy. I mean, you're fine. I'm a baby, so
I love
it's
Sigur Rós.
it's emotional.
I love Sigur Rós. Like, holy fuck. Oh.
Yeah, I really want a burger, but I need to get that fucking work done.
Okay, we're gonna get burgers. Thank you. See you next week. I hope this was informational.
Okay, but like, wait. They want to know about my burger scenario. Maybe they want to know what I'm getting on my burger. Maybe they want to know about the toppings.